Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk about the crosses that we bear. I mentioned it a lot in comments, and I mentioned it in videos, but I really want to get into it in more detail. I think if you fully understand, you will know, okay, well, first, crosses that we bear means it's hardships, either physical hardships that we've had to endure, like tragic deaths, or feelings that we bear, feelings that we have, and these feelings are they're negative feelings, and these negative feelings shape our lives. They shape the way we think about things. It shapes the way we feel about things, and some of these crosses that we bear are crosses that we brought upon ourselves. An example, I've known of people that are so stubborn that they will, somebody pushes them the wrong way at the wrong time, and then it's as if they get a chip on their shoulder. And so it's something that they brought upon themselves, and they can't deal with it. They either don't want to understand why this particular thing happened, or it just doesn't matter. I mean, they're just like I say, some people look for negative things in life. That's just the way it is. And then they drag them around, and it makes them look at things odd because they're out of balance because of all the crosses that they bear. And like I say, some are facts that have happened that cause negative feelings in your life. And some of these things, like I say, are out of your control. It just falls under shit happens. But sometimes it is so bad that we carry it with us. We either we allow it to affect our judgments, or it's just a tragic thing that happened that will affect your judgment. You know, I mean, whether you let it or not, it's going to be affecting the way you see things around you. And that's why there's a lot of things. I wish I had the answers to everything. And the one thing my age and experience has brought to my attention is not only I don't, but no one does. That's another reason why I got a chip on my shoulder, or I've got what do you call it, a cross that I've got to bear. And what that cross is, one of them, is knowing that the government is not set up, is not set up to care for my personal needs. And I know that. The problem is they don't know that. They think they can take care of my personal needs. And it's to everybody. Your personal needs are something you need to take care of. That's called taking personal responsibility. That's why I talk about that. And that personal responsibility does cover crosses that we bear. There's just some things that, like I say, we're shit on and we have to live with. There's some things that we're shit on that we don't have to live with. Then we make changes. We change the way we do things, we change the way we look at things, we change our attitude. Once you change your attitude, now you have a chance to take some control over that cross. It's funny. One reason why, and see, we handle our crosses in different ways. The different crosses we handle different ways. Different people handle crosses different ways. There's no set pattern on this stuff. And why? Because the crosses that we bear are different. Not only the crosses themselves are different, but the people that it happens to are different. That's why when there's a tragic accident, and then some of the people come out of the accident with a fear. Let's say they're in a bus and they get in a bus wreck. The bus rolls, and then some will come out, like I say, thinking that, boy, when you're riding the bus, this is what's going to happen and stuff like that. And then others will take the same experience and get strength from it. They're thankful that they were protected, that they're not hurt any worse than what they are. And so that's what I'm saying. It's still a cross on everybody riding on the bus, but the same thing affects everybody differently. So that's why it's funny because I have people that either comment or email me on some particular problems that they have. And it's funny because I've got the answers, but it's never the answers people want. Normally it comes up with my answers, depending on the situation, will come up with take personal responsibility. Maybe another answer might be shit happens. There's no exact way for an outsider to handle your particular cross. And like I say, the crosses we're able to man up to and deal with and correct, that cross will go away. Some crosses don't go away. We still have to man up to them, and we have to do our best. And like I say, some will go away eventually in time. Some, how do they say it? Like a burr under a saddle. They just starts irritating you more and more and more. And so that particular cross will just kind of eat away at you. that's where a lot of sicknesses come from. That's why I try to get people to just understand we all have crosses to bear. Don't let it eat away on you. Because as it eats away on you, you start making bad decisions, bad choices. Because you let that cross change your life in a negative way. But like I say, all crosses are negative. But we all have them. It's funny. I usually do pretty good on handling my crosses. And then it's funny, I'll have somebody email me, and really that's the worst way for me to handle it, is when it's emailed to me, their cross, and it's similar to mine, and we're right back, take personal responsibility and all this kind of stuff, and now they brought up my cross, brought it back up to the surface. I've been able to handle it, I've been able to live with it, I've been able to get it so it doesn't affect my life, and then now they bring it back up. Now, if I'm talking, that's why I'd much rather talk to somebody, because while we're sitting down face to face talking, and we bring this up, then we can brainstorm on this particular cross and see maybe there's something that I overlooked. Or a lot of times you get an outsider's point of view, and it puts it more in perspective. So there are things you can do with crosses, and there's some things that you just have to tough it out. And boy, I'll tell you, as I get older, and I realize, well, the older people are the ones that have the crosses. They have the more crosses. And the reason it is, they've been around more, they've experienced more, so they have more crosses that they have to deal with. And it's funny because most of the time those crosses are from when they were younger, or from what younger people has done to them. And because I say, you don't never get too old for collecting more crosses. they keep coming. Even though we try our best to avoid them, it's one of those facts that happen in life. You just can't do nothing about it. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention it and let you know you're not the only one that have crosses to bear. It's Mike. NoStressMike.com.